All right, everybody, so in preparation of all the cold weather that's supposed to be coming, I just want to do a little video to show you what you need to do in case you lose power or you just don't feel comfortable with the cold weather coming, knowing that so many of us lost so much of our equipment back in freeze-pocalypse a few years ago. So if you just stick around for the next couple of seconds or a minute, I'm going to show you how to take apart all of the plugs in both your pump, your heaters, and your filters. This should get you to where you need to go. More than anything, just make sure that if you drain your equipment that you turn off the breakers and all the power to the pool. So let's get started. Okay, so when it comes to draining the water out of your pool pump, on almost every single pump you've got two different plugs that need to come out. On this specific pump, this is the Challenger. This is one that most people around here have. You're always going to have one right here in the very front of that pump body. This is the pump pot. And then there's one that always seems to be forgotten, and it's right here, back here in this pump body. Do not forget this secondary thumb plug, or you might be facing a little bit of trouble. So no matter what pool pump you have, more than likely it's two. I'm going to show you one more. All right, one more Pentair pump here, one right here on the side instead of the front. Also, you can see right here, one more drain plug that needs to be taken out. If you have a different brand, whether it's Hayward or Jandy, most of those also have two. Be on the lookout for two. One more thing, when you get done taking these out, also take and crack your lid open. It doesn't have to come all the way off. If it is just cracked open, it's going to give yourself a lot more pressure difference to allow that water to drain evenly. If you have a booster pump, more than likely you only have one drain plug that needs to be taken care of. On this particular one, this white plug right here, same thing. If you can't get it out with your fingers, a small pair of pliers will take care of it. We're just going to take it right out, and then as soon as we take it out, it's going to drain water, just like that. Okay. Move into filters. When you want to get your sand filter drained, specifically a sand filter that has this side mount valve right here, we've got a few different things we want to do. First, we want to take the thumb screw, just like all of the other things, we want to take the thumb screw out down here at the bottom. You can also see where I'm taking this out that there is a hex head that the thumb screw is going to come out of. Take the thumb screw out only. You do not want to take this out. This is a sand plug. Okay, we have another plug we want to take out. It's a little difficult to see. Let me move the camera. There is a plug right here on the back. Okay, this plug is also super important. We want to take that out of the back of the dial valve, and up top where your air relief assembly is, we want to take this thumb screw. You don't have to take it all the way out. We just want to loosen it. That's going to relieve the pressure in the filter and let all that water start to drain down here at the bottom. Okay, if you have a DE filter or a cartridge filter, there's two procedures that you need to do. All right, one is going to be the drain plug. That's down here at the very bottom. I've already pre-loosened this for the video. You may need a small pair of channel locks, also righty-tighty. Okay, and then so you can relieve pressure so that all that water has an easy way of coming out. Up here is a half twist. All we're going to do is open that up. With the half twist, it's going to release the pressure. It's going to let the water come right out. Okay, if you have a heater on your swimming pool, there's a couple of different things you need to do as well. One, always the thumb screw plug. Right here, most heaters only have one. You could have two. If you have two, it will be on the top inlet and the bottom return right here. This particular one only has one. You're going to pull that right out. All of these are going to be righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. If you really get to being very specific and you're super worried, you can always bust the collars loose. You will need a big pair of channel locks to do this. Also righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Okay, if you have a Jandy heater, there are a few more plugs that you need to take out. Just like everything else we've been talking about, it's all thumb screws. So if you see anything like this hanging out on the side of your heater on inlet or outlet side, those need to be taken out. On this particular model, there are three. 2 on the outlet side, 1 on the inlet. It is important to get these guys out. Again, just like on the last heater, if you want to be a little over the top, the collars that will go right here will need a big pair of channel locks. We're not trying to take them off. We're simply going to unthread it just enough to break the seal. That way we have pressure relief. Okay, last piece of equipment. If you have a heat pump, there usually is not a thumb screw like what we've been talking about, but if there is, it's going to be right in between. Right here, there's a small cutout. I know it's hard to see because it's black, but right in between both the inlet and outlet. If you can't see it or you can't find it, again, a big pair of channel locks or whatever you have to be able to do it. We just want to crack this open. You don't have to take it off like I just did. We're cracking it open just to break the seal. Water is going to come out. That's very appropriate. That's what we're looking for. Okay, lastly, when you are finished with all of your drain plugs and you have them all in your hand, just like this, best kept secret in the world, take out your pump pot to your pool pump, empty this basket, put every one of these plugs right inside of this basket. That way you know exactly where they are. If you throw it down next to the equipment, wind can blow them away, and now all of a sudden you don't have your thumb screws that you need. Put it right back in, put your lid on, and just leave it cracked. It does not need to be tight. Again, it's all about pressure relief so that water can go out everywhere, and that's what's going to prevent our freeze. Very last thing, make sure when you do this that you not only turn off your switches for the pool equipment to turn on, turn off the breakers. We do not want anything to accidentally turn on. If you have a freeze guard and you've gone out there and just flipped the switch to your equipment to be off, when it's cold, that freeze guard is going to send a signal to turn this on. Then you're going to be running dry, and that's bad. Open up your breaker box, flip all those breakers off. That's what's going to give you the best edge that you can get. Good luck, have a great day, everybody be safe. Let's look for weather that's not going to bust any pipes this year.